EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Tonight, the second of two on this wild card Saturday. It's the Dallas Cowboys and our home team. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. The Pro Bowler Brandon Aubrey has us set. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. From the shotgun, he'll throw to get this one started. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. That was good for a dozen. And a very quick first down. On first down, here's Nix to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. First grab of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the first down with that one.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Open man downfield, Tyreek Hill. And he'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Mexico City, first down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Nix now on first and 10. That one, take it in. Marvin Harris Jr. Touchdown, Mexico City.
And we've seen this offense play at such a high level all season, Mike. There's no reason to expect anything different here in the playoffs. And now they can continue to let this crowd get into the game, turn the game over to their defense, let them play with a lead at home with the home crowd. And you're feeling really good about how the rest of this game can play out.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
Yeah, here we go. I think.
A first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
A gain of a yard brings up second and
9. Yeah, here we go. 47. Hey, kill. There's a 150 for wire.
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Yeah! There we go. There's a 150 for wire. 47. Hey, 47.
Play action now. Prescott. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force fourth down. On fourth down, the veteran Brian Anger onto punt for Dallas. Oh, the snap, a poor one, and it's blocked. Now to throw it here on first down. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it'll be second down.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell, and what that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they...
And he will score! Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Armadillo.
Well, on one sideline, you're ecstatic. You couldn't have dreamed up a better start. 2 drives, 2 long touchdowns. But then across the field, they've got to answer some hard questions. They've got to figure out exactly what they're doing wrong defensively. Because if there's one thing in the NFL, you cannot give up big plays, and you especially can't give up big plays for touchdowns.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Cowboys take over first down 10 at their own 35-yard line.
First down, Prescott. A dive and a catch. Incredible. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
With wide receivers, I think we spend so much time, Mike, talking about their speed and their route running, and of course that's critical, but the ability to not only catch the ball, but to concentrate on the bad throws. We used to have a saying, you get paid to catch the bad ones, and saw a great example of it here, laying out, going down to get this ball, holding on through contact with the ground, and it's a big-time play.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter.
A huge play for Dallas. 31 yards. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have first and goal. They'll throw again. Dak. Quickly, he gets it out to his right. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
They'll try to sneak it here, and he will drive his way into the end zone. Dak Prescott, touchdown, Dallas. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away.
They'll take over. First down and 10.
A first down throw for Nix. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's caught downfield by McBride. That one good for 26 yards.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the Cowboys' 18-yard line.
Through the 12.
We are through one here on Wild Card Weekend. 14-7 is our score. Back with more from Mexico City and the International Series after this. Second down, they need 3. The RPO, that one is complete. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. It's going to be third. They need 1.
Captain. Oh, my son. Ready. Ole.
Throwing is Nix. Out to his right. And that is incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Captain.
On fourth down, here's Nix. He's got his man. It's Hill. And he's going to have that first down. They didn't want to settle for 3. And now it's first and goal.
Kill.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Oh, my son. Bombers. Ole.
Here's Nix to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's in. Marvin Harris Jr. Touchdown, Mexico City. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. The extra point from Carty is good. The Armadillos will take a 21-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Cowboys take over first down 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Yeah, here we go.
Pistol now for Prescott. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 5. Williams gets it from the pistol. Good running there. Getting close to midfield. Let's mark him there. And a first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Jake Ferguson was the intended target. And it'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap for Prescott. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense. And then, what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot. And with timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Justice Hill to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. He's inside the 30. And he's going to take this all the way back. 90 yards for the touchdown. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this, and they go back and get a score of their own.
We'll go ahead and just cede the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. Prescott on 1st down. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We're going to 53. 47.
2nd down, Prescott. He's got that complete to Churchill. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Just take what the defense is giving you. And you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
It's 3rd and 1, and here's Prescott. Throw it on the run. It's behind his man, and it's incomplete.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. Try to get him to jump. Did not work. Good job by the defense to stay disciplined. It's a delay again. Here's Brian Anger now. And remember, his first was blocked. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll throw. It's Nix. He's going to air this one out. Looking for Hill. That's caught. And he will take this one in. 80 yards. It's a touchdown. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Yeah, here we go.
That is Ferguson in motion. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Kill.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Again, it's Blue. He'll manage to work this forward to the 37. Sidney Brown, they're on the tackle.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Here's their punter now, as he is on to punt for Dallas. And he got all of this one. Headed for the sideline. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Forced out left. Off he goes. And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner. And that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
Oh, he's got a man running with him, and they connect. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw is Nix. He's going to go up top here for McBride. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. That's the safety, Jalen Thompson. And they will finally get to him as he's brought down near the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Blue. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Malik Collins makes the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. That's into the hands of Jaden Blue. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
And now the Cowboys are going to take a timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, 47. Yeah, here we go. Here we go, go to 54, go to 54, line.
They put Pickens in motion. Dak going to throw it here on first down. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
We're going to 54. Wire. We're going to 53. Yeah! Hey, kill. One. Here we go, 46. 26.
Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10.
Here we go, 47. 26.
Prescott again. Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Forrest. And the Armadillos are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Intercepted. They'll take over first down.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. He's going to try it here again. He's got it. And he will score again. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Armadillos. Saving his best for the playoffs. His third touchdown of the game. This is turning into a monster game. Let's keep an eye on this. 3 touchdown catches alone in the first half. Could be a record-setting game. So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Who survives? Whose season continues on to next week? One half to decide it. Time for the third quarter of the NFC wildcard game. First down, Prescott. Now a screen set up for Blue. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. From the 38 now, here's second and 7. From the shotgun, it's Dak. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds. Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field. Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on fourth down, had they not gotten it, it's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
On second down, it's Dak. He'll let this go for Pickens. That's going to be incomplete. Hopper's very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that.
In trouble, and down he goes.